The topic that we are going to discuss today is the methanol poisoning. It is also known as the methyl alcohol poisoning. It is also known as the wood alcohol poisoning or spirit poisoning. It is actually the less purified form of the alcohol. More well defined, well decorated form of the alcohol is the ethyl alcohol, which is less toxic. But less purified form of the alcohol is the methyl or methanol. It is actually the less purified form. So we are first discussing the metabolism of the methanol or methyl alcohol. Whenever we take the methyl alcohol or the methanol, what happens? We know the largest metabolic organ in our body is the liver. So methanol, we have taken the methanol. It goes to the liver. In the liver, there is the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase. Okay, so it is converted into the formaldehyde. Methanol, when we take it in the liver by the activity of an enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase, it is converted into the formaldehyde. Formaldehyde is further converted into the formic acid. So this agent, this chemical is responsible for the notorious clinical picture in the patients of the methyl alcohol poisoning or the methanol poisoning. Methanol is directly suppressor to the CNS. CNS functions are depressed by the methyl alcohol itself. But what are the clinical features of the formic acid we are discussing right now? Actually, formic acid is also known as the formate or formic acid. We know whenever there will be the excessive accumulation of acids in the body, a condition, a clinical picture will be developed that is called acidosis. Is this acid is formed due to the metabolism in the body, therefore it is known as the metabolic acidosis. Now what the formate or the formic acid will do? This is the formate or formic acid. It will find the mitochondria. Where is mitochondria? The enemy is my mitochondria. Okay? Mitochondria. In the mitochondria, there is an enzyme, cytochrome C oxidase. Okay? In the mitochondria, there is the enzyme cytochrome C oxidase. This enzyme is involved in the electron transport chain. This is the main enzyme of the electron transport chain. So this formate will actually block the activity of this enzyme. Electron transport chain will be hampered, electron transport chain will be blocked. So the aerobic metabolism will be converted into the anaerobic metabolism. Okay? So there will be the cellular hypoxia. Now the clinical features. Clinical features. Clinical picture is divided into the signs, symptoms, and signs. Okay? So there will be the cellular hypoxia. Whenever there will be the cellular hypoxia, what will happen? Anaerobic metabolism will take place, and further there will be the acidosis in the body because of the formation of the lactic acid. One is the cellular hypoxia. ठीक है. And second one, formic acid or the formate. It loves to be entrapped in the cerebral cortex or in the optic disc or in the retina. So whenever it gets imputed, whenever it is accumulated in the optic disc or retina, it causes the blindness. So formic acid or formate is responsible for the blindness in the methyl alcohol poison patients. So optic disc, swelling. Actually, I should write optic disc swelling here. Optic edema. Optic disc edema, because it will be confirmed on the endoscope by you. So it is the sign. Optic disc edema and hyperemia of the retina. I'm getting it zoom. Hyperemia of the retina and the optic disc. So one is the cellular hypoxia. Okay, and whenever there will be the hypoxia, what will happen? Cerebellum is dependent on the oxygen. Cerebellum is more dependent on the oxygen. So whenever there will be the hypoxia to the cerebellum, patient will not be able to maintain the balance. So you might have seen those patients who are alcoholic or who drunk the alcoholic, they are unable to maintain their balance. Drunken gait. Okay? And cerebral cortex, I told you, cerebral cortex is the master regulator. Whatever I am speaking in front of you, whatever you are listening, your cerebral cortex is active. So cerebral cortex will be depressed. These patients will, कहते हैं ना, bubbling करते हैं. Cerebral cortex will be out of their function. ठीक है? They will keep on talking. Cellular hypoxia and blindness. Yes, I should write the blindness. Midbrain function will be also affected, so there will be the nystagmus. Midbrain function. The nuclei of the oculomotor nerve is placed in the midbrain. So midbrain functions are also affected. There will be the nystagmus. And nystagmus may also happen secondary to the cerebellum, because there is actually the balance of the ears and the eyes. When patient will be unable to maintain the balance, this coordination will be lost, and there will be the nystagmus. Okay? And putamen is most likely affected. This is actually the grave complication of the methyl alcohol poisoning. It will cause the hemorrhage in the putamen. So putamen hemorrhage, this is actually the grave complication. Putamen hemorrhage. Most grave complication. And this is also the grave complication, because this is the permanent blindness, no treatment. This is also grave complication. There will be the loss of balance. There will be the nystagmus. So overall, those patients who present to you with the methyl alcohol poisoning, the acute symptoms in those patients are the depression of the CNS. While if that is not treated within the frame of time, then what will happen? They will develop the permanent blindness, which is the grave complication. Even they may develop the putamen hemorrhages. Now, the dose of the methyl alcohol, actually 10 ml of methyl alcohol is sufficient for the CNS depression. That means at this level only the methyl alcohol itself is responsible for the CNS depression. But 15 ml may be fatal if not treated properly. Okay? 100 ml is lethal. death is evident if you don't treat it properly. Okay? So now coming towards its diagnosis. One is the clinical picture. Okay, another one support diagnosis. Support diagnosis, will you go for the LFT? Formic acid is here now. Okay, formic acid is here now. Because this is the potentially responsible for the clinical picture other than CNS depression. This causes the hepatitis, not alcohol itself. Okay, because it depresses the cytochrome C oxidase and results into the blockage of the electron transport chain. So hepatocytes are affected at the biochemical level. Okay, so it may cause the acute hepatitis. So LFT. In the LFT, which enzyme we usually see, or which enzyme we would like to see? SGPT. No, it's not SGPT. It is actually the cytoplasmic.
Alkaline phosphate.
No, alkaline phosphate is present in the canalicular system. Which part of the hepatocyte is affected? I have told you, no? Which part of the hepatocyte is affected? Mitochondria. In the mitochondria, which enzyme is present? AST. AST. So alcohol damages the mitochondria, and the enzyme which is elevated is the AST, aspartate transaminase. Okay, in the LFT we would like to see the AST. See, and another thing is that methyl alcohol is excreted through the kidneys. Okay, so if that is not treated properly, it may damage the kidneys. So go for the urea and creatinine. Urea and creatinine. And one thing I told you that these patients develop the acidosis. So to correct the acidosis, what the body will do? Respiratory compensation should be there. Body will hyperventilate. So there will be also tachypnea. In the test that we require is ABG. Okay? ABG. In the ABG, what we will see? We will first initially see the metabolic acidosis with high anion gate. Okay? Later on, there will be the respiratory alkalosis, because the respiratory system will compensate. So the tests that we are doing are the urea and creatinine, ABG, and the LFT. These tests actually support our diagnosis. And why I am actually emphasizing on this topic? Because this topic is favorite topic for the FCPS exam. It comes in the intermediate module exams as well as it comes in the part 2 exam. I actually faced this station when I was appearing in the part 2 exam. Okay? And one thing, have you studied that the alcohol also causes the pancreatitis?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So what the test that we require now? Serum lipase and amylase level. Serum lipase and amylase. So how many tests we are requiring now? Pancreatitis, serum lipase, amylase. Acute hepatitis, LFT, aspartate transaminase. Metabolic acidosis, ABG. Urea and creatinine to rule out the renal failure or renal dysfunction. So one cause I told you that formic acid itself gets deposited in the optic disc or the retina and causes the blindness. And then other thing, if someone is asking you what is another reason of blindness in the methyl alcohol poisoning, so that is the pancreatitis. How pancreatitis causes blindness? Tell me. Run the horses of your brain. How pancreatitis causes blindness?
Diabetic retinopathy.
Anyone? How pancreatitis actually causes the blindness?
Retinol.
Actually, this is the thing. this is the thing actually. Are you able to pronounce it?
Bird shirts.
You are unable to pronounce it, then how will you tell me that this causes the blindness? Actually, this is the thing. I'm sure that actually you may pronounce this, not this one. Say it.
Yes, sir.
This is actually known as the Putcher's retinopathy. Putcher's retinopathy. What happens whenever there is actually the inflammation of the pancreas? There will be the showering of the fat from there. So fat emboli gets deposited in the retinal veins and the arteries. The patient becomes blind. ठीक है? Whenever there is actually the inflammation of the pancreas, whenever the pancreatitis happens secondary to the alcohol, there will be the actually showering of the fat emboli. And when those fat emboli get embedded, or when those fat emboli get accumulated in the retinal veins of the, actually I should say retinal vessels, then a clinical picture will develop that is called blindness. So one reason formic acid itself, and another indirect reason is the pancreatitis. ठीक है? So this is known as Putcher's retinopathy. At this level you are going the Putcher's retinopathy. I'm sure your PGs will not know this. ठीक है? Lipase will actually digest the pancreas. So membrane will be lost, fat will emboli from there, showering of the fat will take place, and when that showering will get accumulated in the retinal vessels, patient may develop the clinical picture that is known as blindness. So two causes of the blindness. One is formic acid itself, another one is pancreatitis. So always go whenever the patient is complaining of the blindness, or when patient says I am unable to see, fundoscope तो आपको करना ही करना है, you have to go for the fundoscope, but go for the serum lipase level. Or if the patient complaining of severe epigastric pain, go for the serum lipase level. ठीक है? Now coming towards this management, hypertension will be there or not?
Yes.
Hypertension will be there.
Yes.
Because of the multiple reasons. One reason is that vomiting, hypovolemic shock could be there. Another reason is that metabolic acidosis causes the hypertension because of the vasodilatation. So management, we were discussing the enzyme alcohol dehydrogenase. Did we discuss it? What this enzyme are doing? This was actually converting the methyl alcohol into formaldehyde. ठीक है? Let's block this enzyme. How this enzyme is blocked? It can be blocked. Either we keep it busy with something else, or we directly block it. So we can keep it busy by giving the purified form of alcohol to the patient. We will ask the patient, let's say, the party with the purified form of the alcohol.
Yes, sir.
पहले गरीबों वाला जो शराब पी के आया था हमारा, कच्चा शराब इसको कहते हैं, कच्चा शराब. ठीक है, पहले वो लेस प्यूरिफाइड फॉर्म पी के आया था, अब हम उसको कहेंगे प्यूरिफाइड फॉर्म दे लो. शराब के ऊपर शराब, पार्टी के ऊपर पार्टी. ठीक है, then what will happen? That ethyl alcohol is also metabolized by this enzyme, and the product that is formed, that is known as acetaldehyde, that is less toxic as compared to the formaldehyde. So we will keep this enzyme busy in metabolizing the ethyl alcohol. We will keep this enzyme saturated in metabolism of the ethyl alcohol. So one thing is that give the patient ethyl alcohol or directly block this enzyme. So which agent is there to block this enzyme? That is the fomepizole. Fomepizole actually inhibits this enzyme. This enzyme is blocked by fomepizole. So antidote is fomepizole. लो, ठीक है. एंड अनदर ट्रीटमेंट इज जस्ट सपोर्टिव ट्रीटमेंट. सपोर्टिव ट्रीटमेंट आप मुझे बताते जाएं सपोर्टिव ट्रीटमेंट क्या क्या है.
मेटाबॉलिक एसिडोसिस में
If there is hypotension, let's correct it with the fluids. Fluids, okay? If there is acidosis, let's create the alkaline medium in the body by giving the soda bicarbonate. ठीक है? Soda bicarbonate. And another thing, if there is a blindness secondary to the puncture satinopathy, they will give the anticoagulation because it is secondary to emboli, steroids. ठीक है? So puncture satinopathy, if there is puncture satinopathy, you should add it. Also don't know the spell, therefore I have written it just E. Puncture satinopathy. ठीक है? Anticoagulation. If there is the hepatitis, supportive treatment only. In the hepatitis, we also forget to mention the PT-INR, not only the electric but PT-INR. You have to correct the vitamin. You have to actually give the vitamin K. PT-INR is deranged. You have to give the FFP just for the supportive management of the liver dysfunction. So hepatitis, supportive management. And another one, when the patient is not responding despite of your this conventional treatment, then what you will do? This was the conventional treatment that we discussed. But if the patient is not responding, then what you will do? Will you think of the putamen hemorrhage, MRI of the brain? ठीक है? If the patient is not responding, will you go for the hemodialysis because it is excreted through the kidneys? Hemodialysis. So this is actually the overall ultimate treatment. And one thing, very important point: formic acid which gets deposited. Formic acid which gets deposited in the optic disc of the retinal retina, ठीक है? Before its accumulation over there, you have to also excrete it. How you will excrete it? By blowing. How will you excrete it? Tell me.
Forced diuresis.
Which agent is there to be given that may competitively block this or excrete it out of your body or let it not to be accumulated in the optic disc or the retina? Have you studied folinic acid? Have you studied this? No, there is a difference between the folic acid and the folinic acid. You have not studied the methotrexate poisoning? Methotrexate, which is the agent of choice to be given in the patients of the RA rheumatoid arthritis. ठीक है? तो उसको ट्रीट करने के लिए उसके साइड इफेक्ट को ट्रीट करने के लिए हम फॉलिक एसिड देते हैं. Still your mind is not coming to that point. I am taking it's another name, that is the leucovorin. Leucovorin. You have not read this.
methotrexate block the folic acid है.
So this is the leucovorin. Actually, it is a modified form of the folic acid. It is not the folic acid itself. Folic acid or leucovorin. Whenever we give this to the patients of the methyl alcohol poisoning, they are less likely to develop the blindness. Less likely to develop the blindness secondary to the formic acid. But if they had to develop the blindness, they may develop through the puncture satinopathy. Blindness is written in their fate. If they are not developed by this method, they will develop by another method. If the blindness is written in their fate. ठीक है? So the folic acid we give or the leucovorin we give, its dose is 30 milligram per kg. 6 hourly. or 3 days. IV. So this was actually the overall about the methyl alcohol poisoning.